This is going to be our morning call. It took us a little bit this morning, just getting adjusted to the new charts. And to most of you, it won't make a difference when you take a look at the way um, we have configured things. And I want to thank NinjaTrader and the NinjaTrader developers who've worked hand in hand with my partner, Pat Davitt and Reed. And they have done a great job to uh, uh, duplicate the things that we've been doing in other platforms right now. And, this will be our platform of choice now that we become a NinjaTrader partner. So let me get the business of reading the disclaimer out of the way. All right. Trading futures, options on futures, and retail off exchange foreign currency transactions involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. You should be careful. Consider whether trading is suitable for you in light of your circumstances, knowledge, and financial resources. You may lose all or more of your initial investment. Opinions, market data, and recommendations are subject to change at any time. Past performance is not indicative of future results. The following information is an expression of our opinions and is provided for educational purposes only. Sorry about that. I should have that memorized by now. And I should take my glasses off because I'm better looking without my glasses on. So anyway, big day today. A lot of news, but the news is will Janet Yellen and the Fed come through with the rate hike that they've been promising now for several months. My money says no rate hike. I think that they're going to hold fast, stay steadfast, and we've had a lot of short covering rally due to that. But because of that, I think that if they do raise the rates, you're going to see a spike down to levels that we've already been at. So maybe that was part of the plan. Who knows? But the futures markets, as far as I'm concerned, are not showing in the bonds. I mean, less than 50% chance that we will have a rate hike. All right, so let's talk about all the new charts, right? And they shouldn't seem much different to you because we've been able to duplicate what we've been using. We're also going to be making different changes and adding some things that are not still yet on there. But guess what? This is going to be awesome, and we can't wait to do our first webinars in the ecosystem. And we got several things. We're rolling out our new website. You'll have the ability to get all these indicators. We are also rolling out our trading funding program and our trading manual that will disclose all our methodology and so on. So hopefully everybody will stay tuned and have an opportunity to learn from our 30 years of experience in the market. All right, so let's talk about the profile today. I'm going to start sharing my charts, and this way you can see what we've been able to do. All right, so the last couple days, I've shared with you the new profile that we're using, okay? So just grab this and pull it to the right. So we've done the split today, right? Bracket B and C. We're working on the second half hour. We still are contained from the overnight range. You see here, here's the overnight range of high of 1987.75. We've got a low of 1980 quarter. And here we went down to 1980 half, couldn't take out the low. And here we could not take out the high of, so we are contained in the overnight range. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Not really, right? So this is a new profile we're using. This is an add-on to, this will be a default up here. You'll see it, Mom. So we can go over here, put our little cursor right there, and in our little data box over here, you're able to get everything you need. You can get your TPO count, rotation factor, range, IB range, volume, yesterday's high of 1989, value area high of 87.25, point of control is 79.5, value area low, 75 and a quarter, low 67. Okay. And volume at price. So they've got different data windows. Plus, we're going to be adding studies to this that will allow you to get mode studies and other things, and to download this into an Excel spreadsheet. Sorry. So pretty nifty. Got some other things. This will be available on our mom website and NinjaTrader. And I'm not sure about the charges right now. I don't take care of that. I just take care of the trading side. The business goes to the people that know how to do the business, I guess. Ready? All right. So pretty easy, Lou. Pretty simple. You can still do your splits anywhere you want to do it. And it's got TPO counts and volume. So pretty nifty new, not new, but little application. All right. So now here is our new NinjaTrader charts with all the things that we've been showing you. We're missing our bubbles up here. Those are going to get recreated, but don't worry. Don't become alarmed. We're working on those things, and those are my small little details. But we've got to start out. Here's our pivot, the 5-minute pivot. Actually, the market is working on taking out the 5-minute pivot and going to a bull. As soon as we see 2 right here, okay. So as we two dots, it's 9:07. So we'll know by 9:10 if we're above right here. If we're above 1985, the pivot would go to a buy, and this is how it works. It's basically calculations are done for you, and they reset themselves. All right. So this dotted line, as you can see here. All right, this dotted line is what we call our VWAP, or valued weighted average price. Okay, and then this solid line is a trend indicator. So you can see it's gone from red to green to moving averages and other calculations that we put in it to try to smooth out and market movement. As you can see, we have our CCI over here. Okay, so remember this trend, longer trend indicator, never goes from red to green. It goes from red, gray to green to gray. Okay, back to red to gray. So we look for indications, and this is our CCI, and of course we got our MACD in here. Okay, so right now things seem to be turning bullish. Okay, and moving up. Right here, we've got our shaded area, our value area high of 1987. We've got our point of control down here, 1979.5. And we got our value area low down here at 1975. So the same stuff that we've had on TOS, now we're now displaying here on NinjaTrader, and it will be available to you very shortly through the NinjaTrader ecosystem and our website, which is being rebuilt as we speak. So we had we got out this morning and it was delayed, but now it will be very simple. You can set these, and they will be in the drop down window, and you'll see the mom indicators and the things you choose to take with you. So we've now built these things for same thing. Here's the Russell. Okay, there's the Russell. 5-minute pivot right now is, we'll find out in a minute or so here. It's 9:09. If we stay above here, this will go to a buy. Okay. Here we go with the NASDAQ. We're going to have to get above, I'm sorry, this is the Dow, above 16,649. As you can see, it's in a sell. Okay. We got the MACD and the CSI cross, but we're still not in a positive, we have not gone from red to gray to green yet. We got to take out that pivot. And then let me bring down the NASDAQ. Here's the NASDAQ, also in a sell. Okay, has not turned positive. So when we look at this, and anybody who's been following us for a while, you can realize that the way we like to trade this is when they all are moving in the same direction. Pat Tabbitt kind of designed this to be, he should probably do the book, the Lewis Trading Book for Dummies, right? Because he made it very easy for me to go over here and take a look at where market is, what our CCI is telling us. This is telling us it's getting ready to turn bullish, right? Okay. Doesn't mean that I want to buy it yet, but I'd be cautious about being short, right? Cautious about being short. So, so the market right now is still in a situation where we got to wait for the Fed meeting. I haven't built this chart yet. I just got to keep this up, and I will show it to you in the toss chart, but I just haven't had a chance to rebuild it in the NinjaTrader chart, which we'll do later today. But I want to, as long as we're doing a market update, I want to be able to show it to you. So we have it. All right. So here's our spaghetti chart that we've been talking about. Here's a 2-year bar chart. Not that I can't do this in Ninja, I just haven't done it yet. So here we are. 50% is 1974.57. All right, we made a high yesterday of right here, 1980, 1998, right? So we're getting ready to break above this, okay? And so if we now, when we talk about consolidation, look how we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We spent 18 trading days in a range between the 50% retracement from the all-time highs and the October lows of 2014, okay? Versus back here, when we made the low of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days just going straight up and nothing but buying on low volume, right? And this is where you see consolidation periods and trends, right? So if we continue to move up and get past this 50%, right, this is going to mean more to me because we put some volume down here and consolidation. And this is the kind of things you need to have markets that are going to be substantial if you're going to be in a rally mode, right? So, I'm not saying that we cannot not fail up here. Let's say they do cut rates. I think you'll see the market move back in this area as a knee-jerk reaction to a quarter point increase in the Fed funds. Does it really change things much, right? Just because there's a quarter point increase in Fed funds doesn't mean that banks can't borrow money from other institutions at lower rates. Remember that. So, and the Fed is doing it itself. The Fed is actually has another mechanism to borrow money at lower rates than the Fed funds. So I don't want to get into that right now. That's a whole other discussion. But so the things we're excited about today is the fact that we finally we're about 90% in the migration from using our other platforms to NinjaTrader. We're getting ready to roll out our new website. We're getting ready to roll out our trading funding program and the things that will be coming with it. And we're just excited to have a wonderful relationship with NinjaTrader, who is at the top of the industry when it comes to not only their software and their the way they deliver it, but also partnering with third-party vendors who have developed incredible tools and indicators. Anthony, we got any questions out there?
No, I think everybody's just kind of taking in the new charts.
All right, so we got, we've got some little smoothing things we have to do. We've been beta testing this, and we can't wait to roll it out to the rest of the people. So I think we need to be sitting on the sidelines. Let me show you So we built these also, and we also have built profiles. Here's the bonds today. Okay. Um, this is a 5-minute chart on the bonds. Okay. Bonds basically at 152.05. Sitting, right here, we got in a sell basically coming off the overnight highs. And, we can do the same thing here. Like I can go and get you the 15-minute pivot. Boom. I can switch it like that. Right. We can move this back up. But now we will have these indicators for you. We'll have a CCI and all the same things that you can get. We've also built profiles on these. So we'll be able to shade in, be able to shade in the value area highs, lows, and so on. And you have the same ability to use the indicators that we use on the ES in all the other markets. So there's bonds. Okay. Oops. Here's gold. Let me bring the gold down in here. It went somewhere. I think it's behind my chart. There it is. See, they shouldn't have guys like me doing this. They should have guys like Anthony doing this. All right. So here's the gold chart. Okay. Same thing. Our indicators work with everything. Here's the 5-minute pivot. Just got taken out on the sell side, turned bullish. We've got gold trading at 1,117, which is significantly up from the lows of the week, down in the 1104, or and then behind. Below 1,104. I think it was like 1097. Down there was the lows. So we'll also be able to shade in for you the value area highs and lows and so on. So this is an example how whatever markets you're trading, you can throw our indicators on there, and they will work on the markets the same way that they work on the ES. Let me bring in the oil. So we got oil trading at $47, a little bit of a rally. Okay. And here's a situation where you have oil. All right. 5-minute pivot here. This is actually, the 5-minute pivot is bullish. We got the CCI crossed. We got MACD. We got everything showing that we're in a bull market, bullish. We have to change the VWAP. Anthony's going to change these settings, and you can see how this all lines up. Green, 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 green. All right. Now, these yellow dots are exhaustion dots. This shows you sort of an indication that we're getting exhaustion. And then the red is 2 standard deviations from the VWAP. And the top one is 3 standard deviations from the VWAP. Down here, same thing. 2 standard deviations from the value weighted average price. 3rd standard deviation from the value weighted average price. We can also change this to a 15-minute chart, and we can see that the 15-minute is in a buy. Look down here, green, green, green. So the longer term, let's see what happens if we go to the 30-minute. Okay, same thing, 30-minute, green. One gray, back to green, green. So oil is in a buy. So if I am the kind of person that thinks that, like I am right now, and I'm thinking that oil is still going down, this is telling me right now in the short term to keep my mouth shut and not get short. Don't go against the colors, right? That's why we kind of try to make this, Lewis proof, because Lewis takes his opinion and then sometimes doesn't listen to the visuals. Now, the 5 minutes showing that we're starting to cross the center line here. Okay, now this is crude, and we may have a short-term trend changing, but remember that that charts are fractal. So what you see on a 5 minute, you're going to eventually see on the 5, the 15, 30, the 1 minute. They should all represent the same sort of chart movement. So even though I want to be bearish gold, I'm not going to get in front of these bearish oil. I'm not going to get it in front of the short covering rallies. And these are what these are telling us to do. Now, this is giving me an alert. It's been bullish, but it's starting to define the 5 minute basis. The CCI has crossed the center line. So if I'm long, I'm thinking about getting out. And if I want to get short, it's alerting me to the fact that the short-term trend may be changing. Okay. So these are the kind of things that we've developed. And look, ultimately, these are not the holy grail, but once you develop a methodology and the other things that we have in our trading manual, these things make so much more sense, and hopefully they will keep you out of trouble. And that's what we're here for. Keep you out of trouble, teach you how to make some money. This way you don't have to go get a 9-to-5 job. All you have to do is pay attention to the details, and then you can sit at home and go to the beach and trade from your phone eventually. We'll see. All right. I'm going to stop sharing the screen right now, bring you back to my pretty face, and hopefully, sorry about the delay this morning, but we did have a little issues because I'm not, as you can say, computer literate as the rest of us. But anyway, if there's any questions, we will be rolling out some more indicators and other things with NinjaTrader. We just got a few more things we have to do to get our website up and running. We will have our trader funding program also, where you will get some mock currencies and the ability to get exposed to our methodology. And if you pass that, we will be able to fund you. All right. Any questions? Any more questions, Ann?
Not just they're very interested to know about how the funding program is going to work.
Okay. That's all coming out within the next 30 days, hopefully shorter. So the funding program will be a situation where you'll have to get into the program, but it's not just here's fake currency, go ahead. We have a 65-page trading manual that has and videos that go along with our methodology. Teaches you how to build a methodology, teaches you how to use the indicators, and teaches you how to get yourself out of trouble. And that's the whole thing, right? And then the mental side of it, you'll get from me. So when you do something wrong, we have this new electrical device that you put your finger in, and I jolt it and tell you, why did you do that? No, I'm kidding. We don't do that. But I like to do it because I like to do it to myself, because 30 years, I still make the same mistakes. When I let my emotions get the best of me, I make the same mistakes, right? So this is a kind of the things that when I put our team together, and we've been together for 15 years. Now I got my nephew with me, but Pat Tabbitt, Pat is an incredible engineer and student of the market. And he's developed these tools because he needs 2 and 2 to equal 4 all the time. Not me. Doesn't have to equal 4, but he's kept me out of trouble. And these are the things why when you get a trader mentality, you need to be able to put mathematics and logic to it, especially now that everything's screen-based. I lost the ability to get the physical presence of being on the floor and feel all the emotion that came with a rush of buying, a rush of selling, and so on. So Pat has been with me 15 years. We met in 1998, and he's been developing trading programs and indicators all those years. And he brought along with him Reed as a PhD in computer science. So every time we come up with a new trading tool, Reed's the man out there behind 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 us, help leading the development and helping us shorten the development time in back testing. And now we get Anthony, who's been in the industry, my nephew, now 10 years. He traded in the pit. And we have Chris Kahn with us. Chris is a 10-year veteran. I met Chris at a trading school where I was speaking and talking about the psychological side of trading. Chris writes our blog and is then part of the educator, and also is the co-author of our trading manual with Pat Tabbitt. Then also we have Charlie Cochran, who is one of the fathers of the profile based on volume. All these things will be on our website, and there will be all kinds of tutorials, a lot of free stuff. But if you're going to get into the trading funding program, you will. It's going to be a little different than most funding programs, okay? Because at the end of the day, I'm looking to build a group of traders, and this is what I did. When I went into the floor, and here's the problem, right? Nowadays, there's a computer, there's access to the exchanges, and there is the ability to open up an account. But at the end of the day, do you have the capital that you need to make a substantial living in this market? And so, back in the day when I went down to the floor in 1982, I was lucky to know Maury Kravitz. So I went from being a runner to being a clerk. From a clerk, I went to being his a co-broker, where I filled orders standing next to him. And then once I became successful, I brought my brother, I brought my cousins, I brought my friends from high school and college, and then they brought their brothers and friends and so on. So that's the way the Merc and the Board of Trade and New York Wall Street worked. You had to know somebody. And now that it's sort of all on the computer, not everybody knows somebody anymore. So that's how that's how this company is going to be based on. We are bringing the exchange to you. But we're also going to bring the capital to you. And if you're the kind of student that we want, you're going to have to be dedicated, and you're going to have to be, look, this is not an easy industry. 98% of you will fail at this. And I'm not going to distract you. You will fail if you don't do the right things. Okay. So hopefully we're going to, add to our team. We're also going to want people that are creative thinkers, come up with trading models. We will help you perfect them and do things like that also. So anyway, once again, I want to thank my partners for the hard work they did migrating our charts from TOS to NinjaTrader. And I also want to thank NinjaTrader for all the help they've given us to be able to get these charts up and running. Can't wait to be on our first webinar and ecosystem webinar, but we need to finalize our things on our website. So, all right, stay on the sidelines. I think you're going to get knee-jerk reactions. It's going to be the first 15 minutes is going to be wild-ass trading. Don't get yourself caught. I think you're going to get a couple fake outs before the market will make up its mind. So, like I said yesterday, flip the coin. Heads they raise, tails they don't. I have no idea. I still believe, I don't think they're going to raise. I think they're going to put off the next month and possibly next year. All right. Hope everybody is enjoying what we're doing, and I can tell you there's better things to come. And thanks for tuning in. And any questions, sending them to Man Over Market or Anthony. What's our
Anthony at manovermarket.
Anthony at manovermarket.com, and we'll be able to answer those questions. All right, everybody. Good luck today, and stay cool. Remember, when the rest of the world's panicking, stay cool. Talk to you later.